If you're a small transportation business owner, you've been worried lately about where the freight markets are going. I'll do my best today to identify several key factors which you can keep in your mind when thinking about the market and preparing your business to the market conditions. My name is Rob Ismailov. I am with TruckStaff Solutions, the logistics industry consulting firm. We've been doing this for many years now, and we know a few things about the industry. I'd like to point out several key factors which always identify the current market conditions that which you can also keep in mind when preparing your business. The number one factor is, of course, freight volume. And the best way to understand and see how the freight volume is taking place is just to be observant. If you're going shopping, you can see that shelves are empty, people are buying a lot, there are huge lines at the cashier, at the registry. Then you know that people are very optimistic, they're spending a lot, and they are feeling good about the market, about the economy, which means the freight would be also moving a lot around the nation, and there would be growing demands for trucking, for transportation services. If you don't see this, that means the freight volume is really low, it's not replenishing very fast, people are buying less, and there would be less demand for transportation services. The same way, if you go into the bank to ask for credit, if you see your credit applications getting approved fast and at good rates, affordable rates for you, that means everyone is optimistic, including money guys, and that means there would be more freight moving because there would be more sales, more spending. But if you don't see all of that, again, maybe you should be cautious because the freight volume could be again low because people are less optimistic. The number two factor, the existing trucking capacity, which is always changing, going up, going down. And the trucking capacity means the number of available trucks and drivers available to do the job. If there are more trucks and drivers available and less freight available, that means the services for transportation companies would be less, cheaper. If there are more freight available than the number of trucks and drivers, it's going to be the opposite. We could tell that for the last 2 years, since everyone started talking about freight recession, a lot of trucking companies went out of business. And among them, the first were the companies who purchased their trucks and trailers at the very expensive prices at the peak of the market. With that said, I can tell now that the balance between the trucking capacity and freight volume is coming to balance again, and we can see the signs of this from the improving rates per mile. There is growing demand for trucking industry services, which means those guys who went out of business, they created empty space, and there is now growing demand for transportation services. But you always need to keep an eye on this and not to expand too aggressively when the market is at its peak and the prices for buying equipment is very high. So you should just wait it out. Third factor, which I would like to mention, is the fuel prices. The fuel prices is one of the highest expenses in this industry. We are not seeing any more those crazy gallons per fuel that we saw 2 years ago. It was like around $6 per gallon. Right now it's around $4.5 per gallon. So we really hope that it's gonna stay this way or even go down. But still, this is one thing that you also need to keep an eye on. If you're in transportation business, we can help you with keeping in mind all of these factors and strategize, plan your business in a better way to be ready for any market conditions. Depending on your situation, we can have different solutions for you. I just would like to point out some of the solutions. So if you're a startup company in transportation, we can build everything right, everything in a proper way from the beginning by our turnkey product. We can build a turnkey transportation company for you. If you're an established company with 40, 30 trucks, we can help you to scale your company to the next stages. We can help you to be better prepared for the market conditions. If you would like to get a strategy call with us, let us know, and we'll be happy to jump on the call with you.